This is the vlog for January 2nd, 2019. Got myself there. Do you like my new shirt? This was a gift from my mother for Christmas, and it is, my dad keeps calling it taupe, but it's got this just a little, it's gray, but it's got just a little pink tinge to it, and I love it. I love the color. It goes really well with a lot of different things, and feels fantastic. It looks great. I love it when my mom makes stuff for me like this, because I'm not great at keeping up with getting shirts and stuff. I'm a pretty simple guy. I like to look nice for work, but you've probably seen me wearing quite a lot of that sweatshirt lately, and it's because I actually need to do laundry. I'll do that tomorrow. Today, I actually, on the recommendation of my dad, checked another storage facility that's actually $30 a month cheaper. So we're probably going to go down there, and I'll start paying for that on Friday. And then this weekend, I guess, we'll be moving stuff in. The things that I brought down, started using the garage as a staging area. And we'll load stuff from there into the truck when it comes time. The stuff I brought down today were 10 really large sort of containers, just full of some of my oldest stuff. This is stuff that I've had since childhood that I've never been able to get rid of. All toys. Some of the stuff's a little bit newer, but it's a lot of G.I. Joes. One odd He-Man vehicle from late in He-Man's life cycle. Or maybe it was Thundercats, I'm not even sure. I had a bunch of stuff called, I don't know what they were called, but the idea was that you would hook them on the ends of beds or wardrobes, or even stick them into corners of rooms and then extend little lines that the figures would ride like zip lines. And something like Cliff Breakers or Cliff Racers or Cliff something. They're just G.I. Joes, essentially, but with more futuristic vehicles and all these little lines that got tangled up into a ball that my mom could not stand. I'm probably never going to be able to untangle them all. I'm never going to have the patience, and I don't know that they're popular enough to get any money, so I just sort of keep the vehicles themselves around as keepsakes. Got some mask stuff hidden away. I have a hoarding problem, and while I'm going to be getting rid of a lot of stuff, I don't really want to get rid of that stuff just yet. I think I'd be better off, I don't know. I fought so hard to keep that stuff when we moved from Seattle here. I didn't want to throw away anything. I wanted all my old toys, because it was going to be a big change. Now, I've lived here for 25 years. I've gotten used to Seattle. I don't play with this stuff anymore, but sometimes you've got to let go. And I think maybe that's part of my problem, is I've let go of a lot this year already, and I'm not sure I want to make the big jump. Losing Leo, losing my job. I want to keep hold of something, some piece of what makes me me, even if it's old and childish. Maybe especially because it's old and childish. There's plenty of junk that I can do without that I've gotten since I got older, and that's all going to go to Goodwill or in the trash heap. We'll see. But yeah, that old stuff, it's going to go into the storage, and eventually I'll hopefully find a place for it, or eventually I'll just have to give it up completely if I can't afford the storage anymore. We'll see. I feel better today. I don't know if it was because I didn't walk or if I'm just eating better. But I didn't have, briefly this morning I had that knot in my stomach again. I know part of it is just I'm going to have to start going job hunting soon. I don't know that I want to do it this week since everybody's getting back from vacation. Next week, I'm not going to have any excuses. But the last thing I'm going to talk about today is that I'm getting close to the end of my book, to the end of the actual narrative. Um, Within the next 10, 20,000 words. If I did it in 10,000 words, that would make it a 70,000 word book, which would be just fine. I'm probably going to go over that. It's probably going to be more like 80,000. I know I can't go over 100,000, but if I can keep it under 90,000, I think that's going to be solid. I think I'm going to be able to get it published without too many hiccups. But just finishing the narrative doesn't mean I'm done. I've got a lot of proofing to do, I've got a lot of editing to do, and I've got little flourishes that I want to go in and add to try and make the world feel more lived in, and to try and keep track of one of the overarching themes that I don't know is obvious enough, and just the idea of being somebody who wants to prove an idea so badly that they're willing to risk life and limb and have that be a benign thing and not something that makes you look like Captain Ahab or some other kind of crazy person. And I think it probably comes through better than I'm giving it credit for. I haven't let anybody read this particular manuscript, but yeah, we'll see. Anyway, I'm going to sign off. I'm Eric Spornitz, and tomorrow will be better.